Passing down. Shutdown imminent. Shutdown imminent.
Wait a minute!
Alright, what is up, Marines? Today is a sad day. Alright, fuck that crap. Let's get to the point. So, what do you guys think? Both of them rockets are pretty much the same, right? Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing the OP, the amazing micro rockets to them, I wouldn't say shitty, but not at all good precision rockets. I'm saying they're the same because of the challenge card. Well, you see, it's just overstimulated. Exactly how the hype for the precision rockets is overhyped. I don't know why everyone's going crazy for that. Hate me all you want. Truth be told, precision rockets are not even close to the micro rockets. If you build them for the full cooldown, the way I showed up my loadout grid, my perk grid, and if you slap on overstimulated, both of them will do the same thing, pretty much, more or less. In terms of cooldown, however, you can clearly see, don't deny it, the micro rockets basically instantly delete a bunch or a horde of mobs. Period. You get full stacks, whereas on the precision rockets you're not getting the full stacks. Correct? Now stay with me on this one. So, I don't know why, again, people are going crazy for that. Now, the way my boy Gramps put it, alright, credits to Gramps, shout out to Gramps. If he asks you that if a certain weapon or a CQW, can it one-shot a runner? Yes or no? And you'd be answering in a way like, yes, if you put an extraordinary weaponry and it will one-shot a runner, bro, then it can't one-shot a runner. That's the card doing that. Now again, I'm not against using cards, you can use the cards. Some of you commented on my videos, and my buddy Spiked helped me out to reply for that. Response to that comment is basically, they said, you're playing without challenge cards that help you. You're basically playing with a broken bat. Bro, playing without challenge card is playing with a normal bat. If you're playing with challenge cards that help you out, that means you're playing with a modified bat, which is buffed and it's supposed to perform 10 times better. However, on the other hand, if you play with a challenge card that makes it harder, then you're playing with a broken bat, because you wanna prove your skill, you wanna brag about it, you wanna test yourself, you want a challenge, you're looking for some lol, some giggles, some test of skills, something like that, correct? So that's the broken bat, that's the normal bat, and that's the buffed bat. So if you wanna play with the broken bat, amazing, bro. Not a lot of people can do that. Heck, not a lot of people can play with the normal bat on Insane, meaning cardless on Insane, let alone, you know, the broken bat, the challenge cards which make it harder. Now, on the second thought, if someone wants to play on Insane with a buffed bat, which helps you, like Extraordinary Weaponry, Overstimulated, or maybe we got him demoralized, that's perfectly fine. You do you, bro. But don't say that the micro rockets have been taken over by the precision rockets because they're broken, because they ain't. You can't deny the truth. It's the challenge card that's making them so good, which again, you just saw in this video. If you put the challenge card on the micro rockets, they will do the same, maybe a little bit lower or higher, I would say, on the cooldown, but 10 times better in deleting huge number of Xenos and giving you full stacks. With that being said, you guys know what my review would be for the Pathogen DLC. The maps are amazing, the design is amazing, everything is perfect, it's beautiful. The boss fight, we've all been asking for it. Now, about the weapons, well, it's not like everyone is gonna love those weapons, or everyone's gonna love all of them weapons, because we only play on Insane. A lot of people do. They want something which is viable on Insane. They will do what they prefer. Now, me not liking a certain weapon, like for example, I'm just giving an example, I still haven't given up on the Jaipur SMG. So maybe there's a certain build, certain situation, certain class that will make best use of it, who knows. However, it's not for everyone. At the moment I'm not liking it. On the classes that I play with the playstyle that I have, with the builds that I have, it's not suited for that. It's a bit underwhelming, or a bit more underwhelming, I would say. Alright? So, again, people who want to play on Extreme or Intense, if it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly fine. I'm not saying it's a bad weapon. It's a bad weapon for me when I play on Insane. Got it? So don't get confused with that. Alright? So, I would say the part, like, I just showed you the example for the demo, right? I don't think I need to do it for the Lancer or for the Doc. For the Doc, for instance, let's talk about it for a second. So, you know, there are slows and CCs, like soft CCs, hard CCs. So, Devils, amazing, you know, amazingly. My buddy, he just told me yesterday something about the trauma station that he found out that there are slows. Certain things slow to up to a certain amount. However, the trauma station, or the suppression station, I would say, slows by 100%. That's what clicked in my mind. Like, I've played Horde mode a bunch, and whenever you have a Doc on the team, why is it so much easier? Yes, because of the heals. Yes, because you get more bleed out time. Yes, because he can instantly revive you. But fighting elites is such easy, you know, it's so easy to deal with elites on Horde mode or any mode when there's a big ass trauma station slowing them down, because it's 100% slow. Again, shout out and credits to Devils. So you take that away, alright, what are you giving me in return? Well, we'll reduce the total health carried by the trauma station. Fine, I'm okay with that. Okay, tell me what I'm getting against, you know, that. So, alright, it's gonna be 20 HP per kill only if the doc gets it. Now, Doc, don't get me wrong, I was the one who came up with a build that was crazy in terms of dealing damage for the Doc, the Hunter Doc. People tried it, people loved it, they adapted to it, and then they changed it according to their preferences, and people still using it. And people stopped complaining, even when we got like Charitable Glow perk in Season 3, that was amazing. And it even buffed the Doc even more for damage dealing. If you wanna do it for support, you can do it for support. If you want to do it for damage, you can do it for damage. You can do a bit of both. But let's be honest here again. Doc will never surpass the damage or killing ability of a gunner or a demo or even a lancer, definitely. Right? Like a Doc will shoot 5 runners, whereas a lancer can just nade launch or rocket launch and take 5 runners out. The gunner can do it with a nade. The gunner already has that 10% built-in extra damage buff in the kit. The Lancer has 18% or more. Demo has 20%. Dog has 15%, but only for a specific duration when the stims are on, right? So you can't compete with them in terms of getting kills. So you'll be getting maybe, let's say, half, or let's say 70% of the total kills. If they're getting 100, you'll get 60, 70, hardly. That's just a number, right? So imagine, like, okay, let's do a quick math here. So if you kill 100 runners, how much HP are you gonna charge back in the station? 100 times 20, that's 200. Oh, sorry, 2000. Which is like throughout the whole map, you will be killing like 100 to 150, and you're gonna get 20, 2000 HP back, and you're already having less health in the station and no slow, which is okay. Let me prove my point in another way. You can put down the Recon's ammo drone, and whoever stands in it gets 20 HP. Why the hell will I take this doctor's trauma station, or yeah, the healing station that just gives 20 HP if the doc gets the kill, which is not guaranteed. The doc on the team might be shit. This, again, it's not completely worthless. Might work out for someone. Kudos to you, but for me, the 100% slow on the station is irreplaceable compared to this modifier for the trauma station. I would say compare like apples to apples, yes, but compare apple to shit, it will be shit, right? So that's the point. But however, on the other hand, like it's not all bad, you know, it's not all bad, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows either. But I would say I'm loving the mini grenades. I'm loving the plasma turret, alright, or the particle turret. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. Again, some people will say, bro, that is shit, but I would say that's amazing. Why? I came up with a build, which then I handed over to the one and only Devils, and he made it superior, which was the default turret. I used to rock on force multipliers on the default turret with resonating impact, deep leverage, and let it buff me out, let it CC everything, go with SMGs instead of shotguns, and it worked out perfectly. Or I used to rock the default turret without any force multipliers, with just like, you know, resonating impact, deep leverage, which will give me stumble and CC knockbacks and the turret, and it's just knocking down everything randomly, proccing a lot of damage buffs and shit. So I used to love it. However, the particle turret made it 10 times, if not more, amazing. Like, I wouldn't take the default turret anymore, because I've got the perfect organism. Alright, so I've got the particle lance. It's working out amazingly. I am very near to putting out a video for the technician. I've got 2 or 3 builds with the particle lens, or particle turret I mean, so I'm going to be putting them out. Lastly, I want to quickly talk about the gunner. The video is getting longer than I wanted it to be. So the gunner, yes, it's kind of like the mini rockets, but it's offering CC, bro. It was so funny as hell. I knocked back an elite, or knocked down an elite 3 times in a row. Yes, there are cooldowns to CCs, or a duration in which you can have him chain CC'd. But if no one else on the team is CCing him, and if I time my nades correct, I can literally knock him down 3 times. So, and it does give you a lot of breathing room, but I am not going crazy like everyone else. I'm not using overstimulated, number 1. Number 2, I don't have all of my perk grid dedicated to the mini nades. And I'm almost doing the same thing with just the nades. With just the nades, I'm almost doing the same thing which other people in comparison are doing, with everything dedicated to the nades on the perk grid. And I'm just doing with a couple of basic perks on the nade, and I'm doing almost the same with the nades compared to them. The rest in my grid is so much for team support or team buff or other utility and straight up CQW damage, stuns. A lot of stuff is going on in there. Alright, so I think all the ability modifiers are meh. They're not too good, except the mini nades and the tech turret. The weapons are good. I love the Astra. I think we've got the number 1 contender here. The Kramer is second now. The Kramer assault rifle is the second for me. Number 1 would be for the rifle category would be the Astra. Haven't tried the hand cannon, the grenade launcher yet. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. You've the doc's got like the tech's got like an AOE explosive department, access to the explosive department. So we're going to talk about it in the build videos, which I'm going to come up with pretty soon. So Astra is good. The what's it called? The SMG? No, not the SMG. Sorry. The burst rifle is also really nice. The hand cannon is nice, and the CQW, the plasma CQW, is also pretty decent. It's not bad. It's not too OP or something, but it's definitely a viable option. It works amazingly on the recon. I'm gonna talk to you about it on the upcoming videos for the builds. So that'll be it, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and the builds are gonna be dropping down on the channel pretty soon. Stay tuned, sit back, relax, and just count down for the upcoming content. Let's all just enjoy the new DLC and get as many queen kills as we can. Alright, Pierce.